How to file ITR-4 by using pre-filled utility introduced by the Income Tax Department for the financial year 2020-21. I am Sabu Joseph. Welcome to SVJ Academy. So many practical and useful videos are available in my channel. Definitely it will help you to grow better in accounting profession. Kindly watch and drop your comments. My channel will be very much useful for the commerce students as well as the accountants, especially new accountants and accounting job seekers. If you still not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and enable the bell icon, and kindly share the channel to your friends and colleagues. For the better understanding about the accounting concepts, practices and discussion, a Facebook group is also available. Kindly join to the group. You can share your doubts, ideas and requirements on the group. More than 2000 members already joined to the group. The group name, Accountancy and Practical Accounting. So kindly join with the group. We crossed the financial year 2020-21 and the statutory due dates are nearby. The last date for filing the income tax return of non-audit cases of individuals, professionals, small business will be generally on 31st July of the assessment year, unless extended by the government. Today, we are going to discuss about how to file ITR-4 by using pre-filled utility introduced by the Income Tax Department for the financial year 2021 or assessment year 2021-22. Before going to the ITR-4 utility, we have to study the applicability of ITR-4. Who can file ITR-4? Individuals, HUF and firms other than LLP who are residents and have a total income up to 50 lakhs, income from salary, one house property, interest income, family pension and agriculture income up to rupees 5,000, income from any other sources and income from business and profession computed under section 44 AD, 44 ADA or 44 AE are eligible for filing ITR for SUGAM. Business income means business income computed under section 44 AD on a presumptive basis, that is gross turnover under which not exceeds rupees 2 crores. Professional income computed under section 44 ADA on a presumptive basis. Total professional income does not exceed rupees 50 lakh. Business income computed under section 44 AE on a presumptive basis. Income from goods carriage vehicles up to 10 vehicles. Then who are not eligible for filing ITR for SUGAM? Assessee having income more than rupees 50 lakh, assessee having income from foreign consideration or having foreign assets, an assessee having earlier years brought forward loss under any head of income, an assessee who has invested in unlisted equity shares even for one day in a financial year. If the assessee is authorized to do sign for any of your account located outside India, assessed income includes income related to another person for whose tax is already deducted in hands of that other person. What are the documents required for filing ITR for SUGAM? Before going to file ITR 4, we have to keep some documents ready. What are the documents required for filing ITR 4? PAN card, Aadhaar card, mobile number and email ID, all the bank account numbers and their IFSC codes, Form 16 issued by the employer for the financial year, download Form 26AS from the income tax portal, all the tax deductions and all other details will be available in 26AS. Proof of certain exemptions or deductions such as HRA allowance or section 80C or 80D deductions. All bank passbook or statements and FD certificate to get interest from bank account. To get the amount of interest from bank account. In the earlier financial years, we have the option to use Excel utility and online Java version for filing the income tax return. From the assessment year 2021-22, the Income Tax Department discontinued the Excel and Java version of ITR utilities. For the assessment year 2021-22, the ITR 1, 2, 3 and 4 can be filed using single JSON utility. Import of pre-fill file is mandatory in utility. Go to the Income Tax e-filing portal. go to the news and updates, select the concerned year. Here we can see on 3rd April 2021, the Income Tax Department announced that Excel and Java version of ITR utilities will be discontinued from assessment year 2021-22. On the same date, for assessment year 2021-22, the ITR 1 to ITR 4 can be filled using single JSON utility. Import of pre-fill file is mandatory in utility. On the same date, we can see another information. ITR submission for assessment year 2021-22 will be made available shortly. So as on 18th of May 2021, the assessment year 2021-22 not available on the income tax portal. We can expect shortly. So our today's session is how to import the JSON utility for filing the ITR 4. Go to the Income Tax India e-filing portal. On the download section, we can see IT return preparation software. Click on that one. Here we have to select the assessment year 21-22. Now we can see two forms are available, ITR 1 and ITR 4. The 2 and 3 are not available. ITR 1 and 4 are available till 18th May 2021. All the information relating to ITR 1 and ITR 4 shown here. And here we can see the downloadable JSON utility. Download the utility. Now the utility is downloaded. Click and open the utility. This is the desktop version of ITR utility. Click on continue. Here we can see three menus: returns, draft version of returns, pre-filled data. So we have to use the return option for importing the pre-filled data to this utility. In this tab, draft version, we can see the saved draft of the prepared. Here we can see the completed pre-filled data. So in a single utility, we can import more taxpayers data. The draft versions will be here and the completed data will be available here. For importing the new taxpayer details, click on returns, then click on file returns. Now asking to import pre-filled data. So select the option, click on continue. Enter the PAN number of the taxpayer or assessee. Select the assessment year, only one assessment is available now. Click on proceed. Import pre-filled data, only JSON file format, attach file. So here we have to attach the pre-filled data to the utility. The question is where we will get the pre-filled JSON file of the concerned taxpayer or assessee. Go to the Income Tax e-filing portal, log in to the account of that taxpayer. Here on My Account tab, we can see download pre-filled for assessment year 2021-20. Click on that one. Now the pre-filled JSON file downloaded. Attach that imported pre-filled JSON file here. Success. Imported pre-filled JSON file is successfully. Now we successfully imported the pre-filled JSON file to the utility. Click on proceed. Now we can see income tax returns, the PAN number of the assessee, name, assessment year, import date. Click on file return. Please select the status applicable to you. Proceed further. Based on your last year's data, we have pre-selected a status applicable to you. You may change status if it is not applicable to you. So by default, the status will be automatically selected based on the previous year's data. But unfortunately, this is not selected now. So we have to manually select it. I selected individual. Click on continue. You need to choose an ITR form to proceed. Here we can see two forms, ITR 1 and ITR 4. Select ITR 4. Proceed with the ITR 4. Click on Let's Get Started. Please answer the following questions to proceed further. Are you filing the income tax return for any of the following reasons? Taxable income is more than basic exemption limit. Deposit amount or aggregates of amounts exceeding 1 crore in one or more current accounts during the previous year. Incurred expenditure of an amount or aggregate of amounts exceeding 2 lakhs for travel to a foreign country for yourself or for any other person. Incurred expenditure of amounts or aggregate of amounts exceeding 1 lakh on consumption of electricity during the previous year. And the third is others. Here we have to the appropriate section. Here I am selecting the others option, then click on continue. We have pre-filled your return based on information available with the Income Tax Department as on 18th May 2021. Please confirm that the details in each section are correct to proceed. Here we can see three main groups: validate return, confirm your return summary, verify and submit. On validate and return group, we can see 6 other subgroups: personal information, gross total income, disclosures, total deductions, taxes paid, and total tax liability. So we have to fill each section individually and confirm it. So we have to start with the personal information. So click on the personal information. Now the personal information opens. The profile name, date of birth, Aadhaar number, PAN number, contact address, mobile number, email ID, everything is taken from the pre-filled data. Nature of employment. Here we have to select the appropriate head. Here I am selecting the others. And next is filing section. Filed under section 139.1, return filed on or before due date. 139.4, belated return filed after due date. 139.5, revised return revised after filing original return. 119 subsection 2b, after continuation of delay. So here we have to select the appropriate section. Here I am selecting section 139.1, return filed on or before due date. And here filed in response to notice under section. If you are filing the income tax return as per the notice given by the Income Tax Department, we have to select the appropriate section. In this case, nothing is applicable, so leave that section. Come to next. Are you opting for the new tax regime under section 115 BSc? Here we have to select either yes or no. If we are opting for the new tax regime under section 115 BSc, we have to select yes, or opting for the old tax regime, old slabs, we have to select no. Whether this return is filed by the representative assessee. Here I am selecting no. Here bank details. Please declare details of all bank accounts held in India at any time during the previous year, excluding dormant account. Here we have to add the bank account numbers. For adding the bank account number, click on add. Enter the IFSC code here. The name of the bank is automatically taken, and here enter the account number. Then click on add. After adding the bank account, here we have an option to select the bank account details for getting refunds. So nominated for refund. Here we can see option. We have to select either one account for the refunds. Here I am selecting this account for the refund. Click on confirm. Now the personal information details we completed and confirmed. Go to the second one, gross total income. Here we can see the gross total income. Click here. Income from salary. So if the taxpayer have any income from salary, we have to enter here. So click on edit. Here we can enter the details of salary. Any income from salary, we have to enter here. Next is income from house property. Income from only one house property can be shown in this ITR. For adding the details of income from house property, click on add. Here we can select the option self-occupied, let out, deemed let out. I am selecting the self-occupied. Interest payable on borrowed capital. Arrears or unrealized rents received during the year less than 30%. Here we have to enter the interest on borrowed capital. Maximum loss from house property that can be set of rupees 2 lakh. To avail the benefits of carry forward and set of loss, please use ITR 3 or 5. So here we can enter maximum of 2 lakh. Enter the 2 lakhs, then click on add. Now the income from house property we added. It is a loss from house property. Then income from business or profession. This is very important. Click on add details. Here we can see 3 options: business, profession, and goods carriers. So select the appropriate option. Here I am selecting the business. Computation of presumptive business income under section 44 AD. Name of the business. Here the name of the business. Business code. From here we have to select the business code. So select the appropriate section code from the drop down menu. Description of business. So here we have to give the description of the business. Then click on add. If the taxpayer have more than one business, we can add another business here. So click on add another. Again we can give the business name, business code, and the description. Here only one business is there, so Go to the next. Gross turnover or gross receipts. A. Through account by check or account by bank draft or bank electronic clearing system received or prescribed electronic mode received before specified date through any other mode. Here we have to select the appropriate section A or B. I am selecting the section B, through any other mode. Gross turnover or gross receipts we have to mention here. Secondly, presentive income under section 44 AD. Here we have to mention the presentive income not below 6%. Second is 8% of 1B above through cash mode, or the amount claimed to have been earned, whichever is higher. So here we have to show not less than 8% of the gross turnover as the presentive income. If we want to show less than the 6% or 8%, we have to get it certified by a chartered accountant. We can file. But if it is less than the 6% or 8%, we have to get it audited. That's all. Here I am entering 3 lakhs rupees. Now click on save. Now we completed the income from business. Income from other sources. Here we have to add any income from other sources. So click on add. Do you have interest income from savings bank account in India? Do you have interest income from deposits in bank, post office or corporate society? Do you have income from family pension? Interest from income tax refunds? Any other? So this as we have income from savings bank account. So click on yes. Here enter the amount 11,241. Click on continue. Now we completed the income from other sources. Now the gross total income 1,11,241. Click on confirm. Now we completed the personal information and the gross total income. Then the third one is disclosure. Click on disclosure. Financial particulars of the business. Information regarding turnover, gross receipts reported for GST, exempt income. So here we have to add the financial particulars of the business. Click on add details. Partners, members, own capital, secured loans, unsecured loan, advances, sundry creditors, other liabilities, total capital and other liabilities. Then the all assets, fixed assets, inventories, sundry debtors, balance with the banks, cash in hand, loans and advances, other assets, total assets. First, we have to mention the capital. The capital comes to 1168,936. Then the secured loans. The total of secured loan is 33,36,223. 33,36,223. Then the unsecured loan nothing, advances nothing, sundry creditors nothing, other liabilities nothing. Now the total of the liability 45,05,219. Then we have to give the all the assets. First is fixed assets, the total of fixed assets, then the inventory, sundry debtors, balance with the banks, cash in hand, loans and advances, any other assets. Now we completed the total assets. Now the total liabilities and the total assets are tallied. Click on add. Now the assets and liabilities or the financial particulars are added. Information regarding turnover, gross receipts reported for GST. Enter the GST number here. Here the total of the outward supplies which is as shown in GST are written. In this case, no GST is applicable. So click on add. Go to the exempt income. So in this case, no exempt income. If anything is applicable, click on the option and select the appropriate item and click on add. Now click on confirm. Now we completed the 3 main heads. Next is total deductions. If you are entitled to any other claims, please select to claim such eligible deductions. Here on the front end, we can see some sections 80CCD, 80G, 80GG, 80E and 80EE. If we have other sections, click on show all deductions. Here we can see all other sections. So any deduction under section 80C, click on 80C, click on add. Here we have to mention the aggregate of deductions available in 80C, which is not mentioned in other sections. So many other sections are here. What are the deductions which is applicable to 80C? We have to add here. Click on add. We have the interest income from bank. So that also available for deduction under section 80 TTA. So click on all deductions. Here we can see the 80 TTA. Click on add. Here enter the amount of interest of savings bank interest. Click on add. Now click on confirm. Now we completed the total deductions. Go to the next tax paid. Here we have completed the 4 main sections of first main section and we are now on the 5th section tax paid. Here we have to mention the TDS details, details of tax deducted source on salary income, details of tax deducted at source from other than salary, details of tax deducted at source as per Form 16C or 16D, details of tax collected at the source TCS, advance tax and self-assessment tax payment. So in this case, nothing is applicable. If we want to see the Form 26AS, we can click here. We can log in with the username password. So in this case, nothing is applicable. So click on confirm. The next is total tax liability. Click on total tax liability. Computation of income 1,11,241. Total deductions is 1,11,241. So the total income is 0. Computation of tax. No tax is applicable to that income. So everything is showing 0. Click on confirm. Now we completed all the sections of validate return. Click on proceed. You need to make a payment of 0. Here we can print the calculation of income or we can download it. Click on download. Downloaded summary PDF successfully. Here we can see all the calculation details. The total amount payable is showing 0. If we have the tax liability, this pay now option will be, we can see active. Now there is no liability, so it is deactivated. So click on pay later. You have opted to pay later. Click on preview return. Here we have to give the declaration. Click on the checkbox. Here enter the name, son of, daughter of. Solemnly declare that to the best of my knowledge and belief, the information given in the return is correct and complete and is in accordance with the provisions of the Income Tax Act 1961. I further declare that I am making this return in my capacity as self. When we select the option self, the PAN number will be automatically loaded here. Click on proceed to preview. Now we completed the first and second of main menu, preview and submit return. Here we can see all the returns we already filled. Click on proceed to validation. Validation successful. Here we can see the download JSON and proceed to verification. This proceed to verification is deactivated because the ITR4 for the assessment year 2021-22 not enabled on the income tax portal. If it is available on the income tax portal, we can file the IT return from here itself. So we can proceed to verification. We will go to the portal. We can file from here. As of now, we have to download this JSON file. Click on download JSON file. Downloaded the JSON file successfully. This JSON file we can use to file the income tax return. So go to the income tax portal. On e-file menu, click on income tax return. Select the assessment year. As of now, the 2020-21 is available. 21-22 not available. So select the assessment year 21-22 here. Then the ITR form number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is given. Here we have to select the ITR for filing type, original, submission mode, prepare and submit online, upload XML. This is showing the earlier versions, prepare and submit online and upload XML. From assessment year 21-22, we have only one option, upload the JSON file. So that option is not enabled till now. So here we can see the upload the JSON file option. The downloaded JSON file we have to select and upload here. If you really like the information, please like, share and drop your comments, and requesting you to subscribe my channel and enable the bell icon. You will get all important notifications. So many useful and practical videos are available in my channel. So kindly go through the channel. We can meet on next video. Till then, bye.